So Dobster dominates Dob Morbies. So I'm going to go over week 15. Yep. Week 15 over unders. Last week for week 14, I was 27.55, missed that 50%. Not good. My top five was 3 for 5. My spider was 4 for 8, and my crazy was 5 for 8. I had 2 5-bet flexes. And then on DraftKings, one of my lineup actually made the money line this time. First time in a couple of weeks, so back on track. I had Lamar, RJ Harvey, Breece Hall, Cortland Sutton, Zay Flowers, Terry McLaurin, Harold Fannin Jr., Quinshon Judkins, and Denver's defense for a total of 140.05 points. And the winner had Shador Sanders, Bucky Irving, Devin Neal, Puka Nacua, Michael Wilson, JSN, Harold Fannin Jr., Colston Melvin, and Minnesota D for a total of 235.26. So he's about 10 points over like the average winner. 225 is usually the winner. Actually, I said 225, 235, so I guess he's right there. Anyway, he or she, who knows? Anyway, for this week, Arizona and Houston game. For Arizona side, I got Andre Bakila, if that's how you say it. He's going to be a slot receiver this week as their entire receiving core just got slammed. They're all hurt. But for 21 plus receiving yards, Houston side, I got Nico Collins going for 78 plus receiving yards and Jalen Noel going for 8 plus receiving yards. Buffalo New England game. On the Buffalo side, I got Keon Coleman going for 15 plus receiving yards. On the New England side, I got Stephon Diggs going for 56 plus receiving yards. Keishawn Butte going for 30 plus receiving yards. Trevion Henderson going for 46 plus rushing yards. And Drake May going for 22 plus rushing yards. I'd expect this game to be barn burner, but we'll see. I just don't know who to pick sometimes with Josh Allen because he could go anywhere, or he could just take over the game himself, or they could just give it to James Cook. I never know with him. I feel like Keon Coleman was the safest bet because they'll need somebody physical to get those touchdowns in the end zone. That's the only reason why I picked him. Washington, New York Giants game. Washington side, I got Terry McLaurin going for 51 plus receiving yards. Jeremy McNichols going for 19 plus receiving yards. Noah Brown going for 24 plus receiving yards. And Ben Sano going for 14 plus receiving yards. On the Giants side, I got Wan'Dale Robinson going for 58 plus receiving yards. And Jackson Dart going for 30 plus rushing yards. The Baltimore-Cincinnati game. On the Baltimore side, I got Derrick Henry going for 87 plus rushing yards. Zay Flowers going for 64 plus receiving yards. Keaton Mitchell going for 5 plus receiving yards. On the Cincinnati side, I got Jamar Chase going for 88 plus receiving yards and Chase Brown going for 22 plus receiving yards. On the Chargers and Kansas City game, I got on the Chargers side, Ladrick McConkey going for 49 plus receiving yards. Quentin Johnson going for 31 plus receiving yards. Oronde Gadsden the second going for 32 receiving yards, maybe 35. Trey Harris going for 15 plus receiving yards, and Marion Hampton going for 48 plus rushing yards. On the Kansas City side, I got Rashee Rice going for 67 plus receiving yards, Travis Kelce going for 46 plus receiving yards, Xavier Worthy going for 35 plus receiving yards, and Juju Smith-Schuster going for 13 plus receiving yards. I feel like that one's going to be another barn burner. On the Jets and Jacksonville game, on the Jets side, I got Brady Cook, their new appointed quarterback, going for 11 plus rushing yards. On the Jacksonville side, I got Jacoby Myers going for 54 plus receiving yards, Brenton Strange going for 35 plus receiving yards, and Brian Thomas Jr. going for 45 plus receiving yards. The Las Vegas and Philadelphia game. On the Vegas side, I got Brock Bowers going for 55 plus receiving yards, Michael Mayer going for 15 plus receiving yards. On the Philadelphia side, I got Devontae Smith going for 56 plus receiving yards, Dallas Goedert going for 32 plus receiving yards, and Saquon Barkley going for 75 plus rushing yards. The Cleveland-Chicago game. On the Cleveland side, I got Harold Fannin Jr. going for 50 plus receiving yards. Big tip, Trayvon Edmonds is out, and he's usually our cover linebacker. So I'm not sure who will cover Harold Fannin Jr., especially if all the injuries we're facing on defense. So I assume Harold Fannin will get his. On the Chicago side, I got Colston Lovin going for 35 plus receiving yards, DeAndre Swift going for 14 plus receiving yards, and Kyle Monangai going for 4 plus receiving yards. This is another team, Chicago, that I don't, even though I watch them all the time, I don't know exactly who they're going to, throw it to or whatnot. DJ Moore is there, Luther Burden's there. Just sometimes don't know where our offense is going to go. The Rams-Detroit game, on the Rams side, I got Terrence Ferguson going for 7 plus receiving yards, and Tutu Atwell going for 5 plus receiving yards. On the Detroit side, I got Amon Ra going for 79 plus receiving yards, Anthony Ferkser going for 12 plus receiving yards, and David Montgomery going for 33 plus rushing yards. For the Indianapolis-Seattle game, on the Indy side, I got Tyler Warren going for 37 plus receiving yards, Michael Pittman going for 34 plus receiving yards, Alec Pierce going for 29 plus receiving yards, and Josh Downs going for 24 plus receiving yards. So this one, Philip Rivers is coming back, and I know everybody's like, he's fat, out of shape, probably can't play football, but he still has an arm. Like, that never went away. So I assume they just put it all low because they didn't know where to put him. I'm assuming that you can go with anybody on there. I don't know exactly who his favorite target would be. I assume it's going to be Tyler Warren. So I put my money most on him, but you never know. On the Seattle side, I have Zach Charbonnet for 1 plus receiving yard and Kenneth Walker for 15 plus receiving yards. The Green Bay-Denver game. On the Green Bay side, I got Romeo Doubs for 34 plus receiving yards. On the Denver side, I have Cortland Sutton for 52 plus receiving yards, Troy Franklin for 26 plus receiving yards, and RJ Harvey going for 52 plus rushing yards. The Tennessee-San Francisco game, I don't really know or have anybody here. I just put for Tennessee, Chimere DK, 32 plus receiving yards, and Jawan Jennings going for 47 plus receiving yards. I assume it's just going to be Christian McCaffrey versus what the defense can do to Tennessee. I don't know anything about this game. I wouldn't put pretty much anything on it. Anyway, Carolina New Orleans game. Carolina side, I got Ted McMillan going for 56 plus receiving yards, Xavier Legette going for 19 plus receiving yards, and Jatavion Sanders going for 13 plus receiving yards. On the New Orleans side, I got Jawan Johnson going for 37 plus receiving yards, and Chris Olave going for 58 plus receiving yards. My top 5 this week, I got Ben Sano going for 14 plus receiving yards, Rashay Rice going for 67 plus receiving yards, Ted McMillan going for 56 plus receiving yards, Michael Pittman going for 34 plus receiving yards, and RJ Harvey going for 52 plus rushing yards for total points of 2,140. My spider consists of Wan'Dale Robinson going for 57 plus receiving yards, Ladrick McConkey going for 47 plus receiving yards, Jacoby Myers going for 54 plus receiving yards, Tyler Warren going for 37 plus receiving yards, Travion Henderson going for 46 plus rush yards, Harold Fannin Jr. going for 50 plus receiving yards, RJ Harvey going for 52 plus rushing yards, and Chris Olave going for 58 plus receiving yards for total points of 15,162. My crazy lineup is I got Andre Bacella going for 25 plus receiving yards, Keishawn Butte going for 40 plus receiving yards, Ben Sano going for 25 plus receiving yards, Jamar Chase going for 100 plus receiving yards, Rashay Rice going for 80 plus receiving yards, Saquon Barkley going for 80 plus rushing yards, Tyler Warren going for 40 plus receiving yards, Jaden Reed going for 40 plus receiving yards, Ted McMillan going for 65 plus receiving yards, and Brian Thomas Jr. going for 50 plus receiving yards for total points of 401,600. And then for DK, just some highs and lows for quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, and tight ends. Quarterbacks, Matt Stafford and Joe Burrow for high end picks. Jackson Dart and CJ Stroud for mid cost picks. I didn't see really any low money people there that I would feel comfortable putting in, but you never know. The guy who won last week put Shador Sanders and he just blew up, so that happens. Running backs for high ends, I got Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Saquon Barkley. For mid-rounders, I got Chase Brown, Rico Dowdle, Travion Henderson, and then for low-cost ones, I got Kenneth Walker and David Montgomery. For receivers, All the high ones are good. You can pretty much plug any one of them in, so I didn't put them down. For mid ones, I put Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Chris Olave, Wandale Robinson, Devontae Smith, Terry McLaurin, Keyshawn Boutte, Jaden Reed. And then for the low end, I put Keon Coleman, Noah Brown, and Mitchell Tinsley. So that's the DK, and then we'll be back Monday. My friend will be back. He had his time over in Arizona. Sorry I didn't get to the show this week. I made the playoffs in 2 leagues, and one of them I'm facing Kyle Pitts in, and the other one I have Kyle Pitts. Just kidding. It balances out. But anyway, peace out. See y'all next week. Wish me luck in the playoffs.